Fraud continues to be one of the most significant challenges facing financial institutions, insurers, and organizations that process large volumes of transactions and customer interactions. Traditional rule-based fraud systems can struggle to identify sophisticated fraud patterns, resulting in missed fraud events, excessive false positives, and increased operational costs. In this demonstration, I'll show how our AI fraud detection solution accelerator uses machine learning, anomaly detection, and behavioral analytics to identify potentially fraudulent activity, prioritize investigations, and support faster decision making. We'll review the business workflow, walk through the application, examine the AWS architecture, and explore the business benefits of AI-powered fraud detection. Let's begin with the fraud detection workflow. The process starts whenever customer activity occurs. This could include a financial transaction, insurance claim submission, payment request, account update, loan application, or other business event. As the event enters the system, relevant data is collected, validated, and enriched with additional context. This may include customer history, transaction history, device information, geographic location, behavioral patterns, and external data sources. The enriched event is then passed into the AI fraud detection engine. Using machine learning, anomaly detection, behavioral analysis, and pattern recognition, the platform evaluates the activity and calculates a fraud risk score. In addition to assigning a score, the solution identifies specific indicators that contributed to the risk assessment. Examples may include unusual transaction amounts, location mismatches, suspicious devices, rapid transaction velocity, or abnormal customer behavior. Based on the resulting score, activities are categorized into low, medium, or high-risk groups. High-risk activities are routed to investigators for review, while low-risk activities can continue through normal processing. Investigators can then approve, escalate, block, or further investigate the activity. This enables organizations to identify fraud earlier while reducing unnecessary manual reviews. Let's look at the solution in action. Here we are on the fraud detection dashboard. The dashboard provides visibility into transaction volumes, fraud alerts, investigation queues, risk distributions, and fraud trends. Let's review a sample transaction. As the transaction is processed, the system validates the data and enriches it with additional context. This includes customer history, prior transaction patterns, geographic information, device attributes, and behavioral indicators. The AI fraud detection engine then evaluates the transaction. Within seconds, the system generates a fraud probability score. In this example, the transaction has been assigned a very high fraud probability, placing it in the high-risk category. One of the most valuable capabilities is explainability. Rather than simply assigning a risk score, the platform identifies the factors contributing to the alert. In this case, the system has identified an unusually large transaction amount, a location mismatch compared to previous customer activity, and multiple recent failed attempts. These indicators are presented to investigators alongside supporting evidence. Let's look at the investigation workflow. Investigators can review transaction details, examine identified risk factors, access historical activity, and evaluate supporting information. The platform could also provide case management capabilities to support evidence collection and documentation. Based on the available information, the investigator can approve the transaction, escalate it for further review, block the activity, or initiate additional actions. Now let's examine a lower risk example. This transaction receives a low fraud probability score and proceeds through the workflow without requiring manual intervention. This combination of automation and human oversight helps reduce investigation workloads while improving fraud detection effectiveness. Let's briefly review the AWS architecture supporting the solution. Customer activity and transactional events are securely ingested from operational systems, applications, and business workflows. Relevant data is collected and enriched using enterprise data sources and contextual information. Machine learning models running on AWS evaluate transactions and generate fraud risk predictions. Amazon SageMaker, EMR, OpenSearch, Kinesis, and AWS Lambda provide advanced reasoning, anomaly analysis, alert explanations, and investigator support capabilities. The fraud detection engine combines machine learning outputs, business rules, and risk thresholds to determine appropriate actions. High-risk events are routed into investigation workflows, while lower-risk transactions continue through normal processing. Investigator actions, case management information, and decision outcomes are captured for auditability and continuous model improvement. The architecture is designed to support real-time and near real-time fraud detection across multiple business domains. Organizations implementing AI-powered fraud detection can achieve substantial operational and financial benefits. Fraudulent activity can be identified earlier, helping reduce losses and improve customer protection. Machine learning models can detect complex patterns and emerging fraud techniques that traditional rule-based systems may miss. Investigation teams become more efficient because alerts are prioritized based on risk and supported by explainable evidence. The solution also helps reduce false positives, minimizing unnecessary reviews and improving customer experience. Explainable AI provides transparency into fraud decisions, helping investigators understand why activities were flagged and supporting governance requirements. Additional benefits include improved risk management, faster investigations, stronger compliance support, and enhanced operational visibility. Most importantly, the solution enables organizations to move from reactive fraud detection to proactive fraud prevention. Thank you for watching this demonstration of our AI Fraud Detection and Solution Accelerator. If your organization is exploring fraud prevention, financial crime detection, claims fraud analysis, payment monitoring, or AI-driven risk management, we'd be happy to discuss how this solution can be adapted to your environment. To learn more, request a demonstration, or discuss a proof of concept, please reach out using the contact information provided. We look forward to helping your organization strengthen fraud prevention through intelligent and explainable AI.